All right, let's talk about the 2026 Ford Expedition, because this thing is here, and it is not just some minor update. No, Ford has completely rethought what a big family SUV should be. We're talking everything from serious off-road adventures to, those super plush road trips. There's literally an Expedition for everyone. But with all these different models, where do you even begin? Well, that's what we're here for. In this breakdown, we're going to climb the trim ladder step by step to figure out which one is the perfect fit for you and your crew.
Hey look, don't just take my word for it. The 2026 Expedition has already snatched up Kelley Blue Book's Best Buy award in its class. That's a huge deal. It means you're not just getting a great vehicle, you're making a really smart choice. So let's dive in and see exactly what makes this thing an award winner.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with the big picture, then climb up from the core models to the absolute peak of luxury. We'll even take a little detour to meet the super specialized off-roader. Then we'll break down those top-tier packages and finally pull it all together to help you find your perfect match.
Okay, so as we start our journey up this trim ladder, the very first thing to understand is that there are two really basic choices every single Expedition buyer has to make. And it doesn't matter which trim you're looking at. First things first, size. You've got the standard Expedition, which is awesome for getting around town, easier to park, that kind of thing. Then you have the Expedition Max. It's got a stretched wheelbase, and it's all about one thing: maximum cargo space. Now, one really important thing to remember is that you can get the Max on most trims, but not on the off-road focused Tremor. And when I say maximum cargo, I am not kidding around. The Expedition Max gives you over 123 cubic feet of space when you fold those rear seats down. I mean, just picture that. That's enough room for a huge family road trip, all your gear, and probably the neighbor's gear too. It's massive. All right, let's get to the foundation of the lineup. We're talking about the XL and the Active trims. Now, just so you know, the XL is really a fleet-only model. Think businesses and rentals. So for most of us, for most families, the journey really starts right here with the Active.
So the Active trim, this is the starting point for most people. It comes standard with these really nice-looking 18-inch wheels, but the real story here is the value. You get a ton of standard features, but you also have the ability to customize it and add the things you really want.
Now, inside the Active trim, you've got two main packages. You've got the Select package, which covers all the essentials you'd expect, but then you can step up to the Touring package, and that's where you start adding some really nice touches, like ActiveX trim seats and a heated steering wheel. It also includes Pro Power on board. What's that? It basically turns your Expedition into a mobile generator. Seriously, it's perfect for camping or tailgating, a total game changer.
And now for something completely different. While most of the Expedition trims are about building on comfort and luxury, the Tremor takes a hard left turn into pure, hardcore off-road capability. This is not just some sticker package, folks. This is a totally distinct model, built from the ground up for the trail.
You can spot a Tremor from a mile away. Just look at these unique 18-inch wheels with that electric spice accent. I mean, how cool is that? It's the first sign that this is not your average family hauler. It's a bold look that hints at all the serious off-road hardware hiding underneath.
So, what really makes a Tremor a Tremor? Well, for starters, it's got the heart of a beast, that 3.5-liter high-output engine pumping out 440 horsepower. Then you add in a lifted suspension, heavy-duty skid plates that are literally borrowed from the Raptor, and all this smart tech like trail control and trail turn assist. Put it all together and you've got a 3-row SUV that is absolutely ready to go out and conquer some serious terrain.
Okay, let's leave the dirt trails behind us, because now we're climbing to the absolute summit of the Expedition Mountain. And up here, at the top, we find two very different flavors of luxury: the sleek, modern Platinum and the legendary, iconic King Ranch.
You know, the wheels really do tell the whole story here. On the Platinum, you've got this look of modern sophistication, but then you look at the King Ranch with its 22-inch sinister bronze wheels, and that just screams rugged, refined charm. They're two totally different paths to the top, and both are incredible. The King Ranch is so much more than a trim level. It's an entire experience. It's a celebration of that Western heritage with this unbelievably rich Del Rio leather that just makes you want to settle in for a 1,000-mile road trip. And when you've got the 22-speaker B&O sound system and Blue Cruise hands-free driving as standard, yeah, every single drive feels like a first-class adventure.
So, if the King Ranch is the master of one specific, incredible style, the Platinum's more like a chameleon. The base model is the definition of modern luxury, but with a few key option packages, you can transform it into a high-performance monster, a classic luxury cruiser, or just the ultimate tech lover's dream SUV.
Yeah, just think of the standard Platinum as your beautiful blank canvas. From there, you get to choose your own adventure.
Are you going for classic style, aggressive performance, or just the absolute ultimate in tech and luxury?
First up is the driver's package. This one's for the purist, you know? It pairs that classic elegance of these big 22-inch machine-face wheels with the absolutely immersive sound from that 22-speaker B&O Unleashed audio system. It's just a timeless, perfect combination of style and substance.
But what if you've got a bit of a need for speed? Well, then the Stealth Performance Package is calling your name. This thing completely transforms the Platinum. It's got blacked out everything, a sport-tuned suspension, and these massive 24-inch wheels. And with that 440 horsepower high-output engine under the hood, believe me, it has the bite to match its bark.
And then, for those who just want the best of everything, there's the Platinum Ultimate Package. This is a no-compromise approach to luxury. It takes the raw power of that high-output engine and pairs it with the unbelievable comfort of massaging, multi-contour seats. At this point, it's not just an SUV, it's a statement.
Now, we've mentioned Blue Cruise a couple of times, so let's be really clear on what it is. It's Ford's hands-free highway driving system. So on over 130,000 miles of pre-mapped highways, the vehicle can actually take over the steering, braking, and accelerating for you. You just have to keep your eyes on the road. It is an absolute game changer for long road trips, and it's a huge feature on these upper trims.
Okay, we have climbed the entire ladder. We've gone from the solid base model all the way up to the fully loaded flagships. So now it's time to put it all together and figure out which one is right for you. So let's boil it all down, right? If you're a growing family and you're looking for that sweet spot of space and value, the Active, especially with that touring package, is probably where you want to look. If you're all about getting off the beaten path, it's the Tremor. No question. That's your adventure rig. Now, for those who want just the absolute best in modern luxury and tech, you're looking at the Platinum, especially with that Ultimate package. And if you're someone who just loves that classic, distinctive, almost heritage style, well, that's the King Ranch. It's in a class of its own.
So there you have it. From the super practical Active to the incredibly luxurious Platinum, the 2026 Expedition really does have a model for just about every lifestyle. Whether you're a weekend warrior, a growing family, or a true connoisseur of fine craftsmanship, there is an Expedition waiting for you. The only question left is, which one are you going to choose for your family's next chapter?